is a place that is spoken about only in whispers. A dark area that spawns the beginnings of urban legends. A place where anything can happen and usually does. During the light of day, it hides just outside of you. But when the sun goes down, spirits, creatures of the night roam free, and things do go bump in the night. It is in every state and every country, and there is no escaping it, no matter how safe you feel behind your locked doors and latched windows. So we invite you to turn down the lights and turn up your radio while we join Dave Schrader and Tim Dennis, your hosts, on a journey into the darkness on the edge of town.
Good evening and welcome back to the show. This is your host, Dave Schrader, along with me, Tim Dennis. We have a little change of plans this evening. Rosemary Ellen Guiley, the author of the dream book that we're going to talk to, is unable to be on because of inclement weather and her travel. She was delayed quite a bit and is unable to be with us, but we will reschedule, so keep a look at our site at darknessradio.com/shows to see when she'll be rescheduled. We do have her coming back in a couple of weeks with Carl Petrie, and they're going to be talking about a fascinating story that they've been working on, a real haunting that's just amazing. So we'll have both of them on. I believe that's the second weekend in July 9th, I believe, is the show. So you'll want to make sure to tune in for that. We want to thank Jeff Ballinger, our first guest for the evening, from the encyclopedia, or the Nightmare Encyclopedia, Your Darkest Dreams Interpreted. Our guest that we're going to have filling in here in a few seconds is medium C.J. Sellers. And medium C.J. Sellers is a friend of the show here. We've had her on in the past. We've also had the opportunity to take her on the trip with us for the paranormal trip that we did to Rhode Island with the Ghost Hunters back a couple weeks ago, and people just loved her. Fantastic lady. She's also working on a new show that's going to be coming on, a new radio show that'll be available on Omni Sound Radio 1. So you're going to want to keep watching for that. The other nice thing is she's going to be joining us for the Colorado trip, where we're going to be going to the Stanley Hotel, and that's the site of the movie The Shining. That's what it was based on. Stephen King stayed there and wrote most of the book, I guess, in one of the rooms, and was inspired by real-life paranormal events that occurred to him while he was staying in the hotel. So we're going to be there with the Ghost Hunters, Jason, Grant, and Paula. They'll all be on hand to investigate the hotel with us. We're going to have some great lectures and talks with them, see about using the equipment that you own for ghost hunting, and just a fun time. Everybody's going to love it. We had a great time at the last event. This is a lot bigger, a lot more fun. We're going to have a lot of great opportunities to learn, live, love, and just have a great time. We're going to bring on the line with us right now, though, C.J. Sellers. Good evening, C.J., and thanks for joining us this evening.
Hey, guys. How are you?
I appreciate you coming in on a short notice like this.
Oh, I'm absolutely thrilled.
We've got you going to show up on the next event, as I was mentioning, which is the first weekend in November, and you're going to be a part of that. You'll be offering a forum reading, similar to like John Edward does on the TV show, where everybody will be sitting in the audience, and you'll kind of tune in and be able to do a reading for people in the audience. And then, correct me, you're going to also be doing a mini reading sessions. You'll be offering 20-minute mini readings during the weekend for the people as well, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Great. And for those of you that aren't familiar with CJ or John Edward or people like what she does, CJ is a medium. She can help you connect with people that have crossed over to the other side. So if you've lost a loved one and you'd like to make a connection, she's going to do some of that for you tonight. Now, before we put you on the air, though, there's a couple of little rules I'd like to go over here. If you can have a pen and paper handy, that's very important, because we want to make sure that you can write down the notes that she's going to give you. A lot of times we get what's called psychic amnesia, and it's something that should be real simple to remember, and you just totally blank it out, and you spend 20 minutes just sitting there trying to figure out one clue or one thing that's coming through. Jot it down, come back to it later. It might make sense to you afterwards. Then just validate when you're talking to CJ. You don't want to give any names. You don't want to give any background or scenarios of who you'd like to contact. Spend a few seconds thinking right now who you'd like to have come through to you, what you'd like them to do to validate that they're going to come through. And it doesn't have to be just one person. You can open up the elevator door for thousands of them to come through, and whoever's strong will make that opportunity known. CJ is also great because she doesn't sit there spinning your wheels. If she's not getting anything, she'll politely let you know that nothing's coming through for you, apologize, and we'll move on to the next call. And if you are interested in getting a reading, I know our phone lines are locked up right now, but we will be taking calls for the hour. And you can call in at 800-960-2289. Again, that number is toll-free, 800-960-2289. And our first listener that we have is Lisa on the line. CJ, are you ready to launch into doing some readings?
Certainly.
Great. Lisa, are you with us?
Yes, I am.
Now, Lisa, I need you to turn your radio or turn your phone up as loud as you possibly can. Sometimes our phone hybrid's a little woogie, so I want to be able to make sure that you can both hear each other, but I'll be here to help relate whatever one of you might not be able to hear.
Okay.
Okay, Lisa, this is CJ. CJ, this is Lisa. I'll shut up and let you guys do your work.
Okay.
Hello,
Hi,
CJ.
Lisa.
Okay, are you two having a hard time hearing each other? You both
Yeah,
said hi
I
at the
don't
same
hear.
time. Totally psychic. Okay, that's cool. Go ahead now, just kind of, if you want to get started with her, CJ, and Lisa, state your intent of what you're hoping to have come through without giving specifics.
Okay.
Are you hoping to make a connection tonight with somebody that's crossed over? Do you have specific questions that you'd like answered from the people that have crossed over? Is that what you're hoping to do tonight?
Yes. Without getting specific.
That's all you need to know. That's all you have to tell her.
Okay.
That's fine. We just wanted to verify that that's why you're on tonight.
Yes.
Because she's, just so I know, a lot of the people that might be calling in or really want to come in, this isn't really the forum to call in and say, gee, is this new diet going to work? Am I going to meet the man of my dreams? And how many children am I going to have? Try to keep this for the opportunity to cross over. Now, what's nice is a lot of times, and correct me if I'm wrong, CJ, a lot of times, if that's in your cards, your spirits and the spirits on the other side might make that known to you without even needing to ask.
Oh, sure they will. It's really based on as you need to know basis. Spirit's really good about working on what is pertinent right now in your life and what you need to get to the next phase. I'm having a little bit of a hard time hearing her, so as I'm throwing things out at her, you might need to let me know what she's saying.
Okay, Lisa, can you hear CJ?
No.
Not at all, huh? Oh, this is great. Phone hybrids are going down. Things are crazy. All right, so, I'll just try to convey the messages back and forth for you the best I can.
Sorry about that, Dave.
No problem.
We're working hard tonight.
Okay, go ahead, CJ.
Okay. Okay, and when I'm quiet, I'm just tuning in. Okay, the first thing I have coming through, I feel a feminine presence. This would be like a grandmother.
She's feeling like a feminine presence, like a grandmother coming through?
Yes.
Yes?
I also feel like this would be connected. Okay. Now, I might have two here. One, I know that I have one that's connected to father's side of the family. Is this correct?
She feels it might be even two female presences coming through, and one feels like they're attached to your father's side of the family. Is that correct, Lisa?
Definitely, yes.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
And CJ, if we can get you to speak up a little bit into the mic, it's a little, you're really quiet for us tonight, too.
Okay. Now, I need to know, is Mom passed or is Mom here?
Lisa, has your mom passed, or is she still here?
She's still here.
She's still here, okay.
Okay. There's also something that is connected to Mom. Now, I feel like I'm going to be bringing the father side through first.
She feels that there's somebody else coming through from your mom's side, but she's going to be bringing through the father's side first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay. Now, something that they're bringing up, this is kind of interesting, and this would be more personal. I need to know, do you feel like you hold a lot of things in? Because they're showing me what I see when people really hold their emotions in.
She feels that this is kind of a little bit of a personal deal, Lisa. Like do you hold a lot of things in? Do you feel personally responsible? You hold a lot into yourself?
Definitely, yes.
Definitely, she says, yep.
Okay. They want to talk about that.
They want to talk about that.
And here's the problem that they're bringing up.
Okay, the problem they're bringing up for you, Lisa.
It's like a bottle of soda. You shake it up, the pressure builds up, and eventually the cork goes.
She says it's like almost like a bottle of soda. You shake it up too much, and eventually the cork's just going to blow.
Oh, yes, definitely.
She says definitely. She relates to that.
Okay. And what I need to know is that where you're at right now? You feel like you're going to explode.
Does that feel like where you're at right now, Lisa?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
The message that they're coming through with for you, and they feel like this is important, is that you find inner peace.
The message that they want to convey to you right now is that you need to do something to help find inner peace for yourself.
Now, they also relay to me a feeling of wanting to just go, like run away.
They're relating like a feeling like you just want to run away, like you just want to go.
Oh, yes.
Yes, definitely. She's laughing about that.
Okay.
I feel like a medium for you two.
Well, you work hard for your money.
Yes. I'm not so psychic Dave. That's what I'm here to do.
Okay. There's a lot going on around you. It's a whirlwind of things.
It's like a whirlwind of things going on around you right now.
Wow, yes.
Definitely, yes, she says.
Okay. And what we need to do is to get you outside of that whirlwind.
We need to get you outside of that whirlwind.
Okay? You need to be able to look at it from a distance without you in the middle of it.
You need to really kind of look at it from a distance without you in the middle of it.
And they're also bringing up something about a car. There's something to do with, I don't know if it's needing a car or having a car.
She's wondering if they're bringing through something about a car, maybe a problem with a car or needing a car or a problem that you have with a car right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh, better get Mako.
There's also an issue that they're bringing up with not having someone there to do the fixing. It's like having a guy around to fix things when you need it done.
She feels like you're missing like that guy in your life that can fix things when you need it done. Well, she's laughing at you, CJ. I think you got it on the nose or you're completely nuts.
No,
Or a little mix of both.
my husband's great, but he's more of a computer geek than a handyman.
Okay. Her husband's more of a computer geek than a handyman.
What's really important for her right now is that she find people to surround herself with that are a really good support system.
You need to start surrounding yourself with people that are a good support system. And a good way to do that is making sure that you go out to the event in Colorado.
Yours.
Oh,
Great plug.
Actually, you won that.
Yes.
So congratulations. I forgot about that.
I'm so excited.
Great. Well, we'll look forward to meeting you out there. You get to see CJ there live, too.
Yep.
Great.
And Dave won't have to translate, so that'll be fun.
Well, he might still. We'll just make him do that. It's fine.
All right. Are you getting anything more for her coming through right now, Siege?
Well, really, what I feel like she's needing the most right now is just some peace of mind to be able to separate herself from all this stuff. It's just
She just feels you need more right now, just more peace of mind, just a way to separate yourself from this. Is there something you recommend she can do, CJ? I know you're not a psychologist or
Well, no, but meditation is a really good thing.
Meditation, okay.
Especially people that have racing thoughts all the time, have the most difficulty with that.
Right.
Because it requires that you train yourself to actually not think.
Okay. So just spend some time not thinking. Maybe listening to a good paranormal radio show is a good way to go. Get out of the real mundane stuff. All right. Well, thank you very much for calling in, Lisa. And hopefully we'll have a better connection for you in Colorado. You can sit down with CJ and talk. And I get the sense that there's some more personal issues here maybe she doesn't feel comfortable talking to you about on the phone. So
Absolutely.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you very much. And you guys can check her out at cjmedium.com is the website. And we're going to check real quick. We're going to go to a quick break here and switch the phone lines around real quick to make sure we can get CJ on the clearer line, so hopefully she can hear this. And we'll be back with more on The Darkness on the Edge of Town right after this.
Once you have seen Dave and Tim in the light, you'll understand why we must return to the darkness on the edge of town. Stay tuned. There is more to come.
If you read Taps Paramag every month, you'll be able to tell the difference between the absurd
Could not go to work because Bigfoot stole my car.
and the creepy. Taps Paramag takes you where few would ever go on purpose. From exclusive interviews with the cast of The Ghost Hunters to the latest trends in technology, the field of the paranormal. To join our journey, order at tapsparamag.com.
Okay, each of you youngins take a gun, a beer, and some smoke.
Throttle, circuit breakers in. We have separation. Inboard and outboard are on. We're coming forward with the side stick. Looks good. Roger. I've got a blow-up. Number 3. Get your pitch to 0. Pitch is out. I can't hold altitude. Direction alpha
Dave Schrader
will be that man. Better than he was before.
What is it that makes you set shoot?
Better, stronger, faster.
Run, Forrest, run!
Welcome back to the darkness on the edge of town with Dave Schrader and Tim Dennis.
Hey, welcome back to the show. This is your host, Dave Schrader, along with me, my co-host, and heterosexual life mate, Tim Dennis. Good evening, Tim.
I love you like a brother who I sleep with every night in the same bed.
Stop it. You're hurting me. All right. I want to welcome everybody that's listening to us on OmniSoundRadio1.com. For those of you that are new to the show, welcome to the show. This is Darkness on the Edge of Town. We're live every Sunday night from 10 p.m. to midnight Central Time. We appreciate you joining us. Our guest this evening was Jeff Ballinger for the first hour, talking about nightmares. Our second hour was supposed to be Rosemary Ellen Guiley, and Rosemary was unable to make it due to inclement weather. But stepping in as the trooper she is, we've got one of the best friends from the radio. Her name is CJ Sellers, and she's a medium. She'll also have a show showing up on OmniSound Radio 1. In about a week or two, she should be coming on there, so you're going to want to keep keep your news on, watch that, see when she comes on. She'll be doing live readings and talking about healing and other great conversations, so make sure to keep checking that out. You can also go to her website for news and updates at cjmedium.com. All right, CJ, we're back, and I'll do a little translation for you here again as we go with the next call. We've got Dan on line 2. Dan, are you with us?
Oh, yes, I am, Dave. Hello.
Oh, good.
Hello to you, CJ, and hello to you, Tim.
Hey, Dan.
And how's everything in the Great White North?
Doing well. Can you hear him at all, CJ?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. I just need both of you to speak up for this, and then I'll try to convey whatever you can't hear. So, Dan, again, keep yourself open. Think about who you'd like to have coming through, and let's just go ahead and give it a shot here. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, go ahead, CJ.
Okay. And when I get quiet on you, I'm just tuning into your energy. And what I'd like for you to do for me is just to sort of push your energy towards me and towards the sound of my voice, and just let me connect with you, okay?
Dan, if you can't hear her, she's asking you to just help her connect, and what she wants you to do is just kind of clear your mind and focus and force your energy towards her and the sound of her voice. So just let it go, relax, and open yourself up for it.
Okay, we have a strong male energy coming through for you.
She's got a strong male energy coming through for you.
Okay.
And I feel like this is connected to father's side of the family. Now, is Dad here?
She feels it's attached to your father's side of the family. Is your father still here, Dan?
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Okay. So be aware that this is probably connected to him, and you might get a message for him as well.
This is probably attached to him then, so it might be a message for him. So she's asking if you'd be willing to be the messenger for that as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, he says.
Okay, and Dad's dad is crossed, yes?
Has your grandfather on your dad's side crossed?
Yes, he has.
Yes, he has. Okay.
Okay. Now, have you had a reading done before?
She wants to know if you've ever had a reading done before,
for
Dan.
him as well.
No, never.
Nope, he has not.
Okay. There's going to be a lot that's going to come through with this one, so we're not going to be able to get to it all, just so you know, because they're telling me that there's a lot more information that they have prepared, but they can't do it in the short of time.
They're saying to you, Dan, that there's a lot of information that they want to share with you, but this is a short amount of time, so they're going to do the best they can to get through some information for you.
Okay.
But perhaps we can arrange for a follow-up reading for you with CJ.
Certainly.
And we'll take care of it on our end of the deal from the radio show.
Okay.
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 Certainly.
And grandfather is also bringing up grandmother.
Your grandfather's bringing up a grandmother.
Okay.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Certainly, yeah.
Okay.
Now, who had the heart condition?
Who had the heart condition?
I believe it was my grandmother died from emphysema.
His grandmother died of emphysema.
Okay. So I'm getting really bad chest pains.
She's feeling really bad chest pains.
Mm-hmm. That would make sense.
And I feel like she's doing the talking here. She's saying she couldn't help herself.
She's getting the feeling that your grandmother's doing the talking here, and she's saying something like she couldn't help herself.
Okay.
And I get a very frustrated feeling with that.
A very frustrated feeling with that.
Okay.
Okay. And they're also bringing up Mom. Now, is Mom living?
Is your mom still alive, Dan?
Yes, she is.
Okay, they're bringing her up.
Okay. They're also
Really?
acknowledging her, so they're wanting to also connect with Mom.
They're also acknowledging her, so they'd like you to connect with your mom on this as well.
Okay, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, and also they're bringing up that someone has the namesake. In other words, someone that's here has the name of someone that's crossed over.
She's bringing up that somebody in your inner circle there is a namesake. They're like you're Daniel, and maybe grandfather was Daniel or something like that. It's a passed on name that somebody around you has, somebody that's crossed over.
No, no one in my family does, but
Not that he can think of.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, we'll just jot that down for now.
Right.
Okay, and they're getting personal again?
They're getting personal here, Dan.
Okay.
Cut that damn hair.
Personal
But
sign.
They're talking about
your life being chaotic and messy. And
your life is pretty chaotic and messy right now, Dan.
Yeah.
Yep.
stuff going on.
Yeah.
You need to sort it out. And this is grandmother talking.
Grandma's saying you need to sort it out, Dan.
Okay.
She's saying that you need to say you're sorry to someone.
And she's saying that there's somebody that you know you need to make an apology to and say you're sorry to.
Okay.
Does that make sense to you, Dan?
Yeah, I guess.
Let me get all Dr. Phil here with you, Dan. Now it's time to open up yourself. Be honest with who you are.
Now, see, when the bulls are in the pasture, you got to get down there. You got to mingle with the bulls, Dan. Don't be afraid of the bulls.
I'm not afraid of the bull.
All right, CJ.
Okay, because we're talking about partnerships here. We're talking about relationships.
Partnerships and relationships is what she's referring
And
to,
we're
Dan.
talking about being able to say you're sorry. Now,
you need to say you're sorry.
If somebody needs to say it to you.
Or you feel that maybe it's somebody that's in need to apologize to Dan?
Right. Either way. But there's an apology.
Somebody needs to apologize to me?
She said she feels that there's an apology that needs to be made. It's either from you or from somebody. Is this a recent thing that's happened, CJ?
Yeah, I feel like it's like there would be an argument between two people and making up.
Okay.
Okay.
She just feels like maybe there's a makeup that needs to be made here.
Okay.
And what can also happen is, I don't know whether or not they're talking about him or someone connected to him. They could be talking about his parents, for instance.
Okay.
Okay.
They're saying it could be, too, maybe about your parents. Maybe your parents are having a tiff right now you don't know about.
Okay.
I learned it from you, Dad. I learned it from you.
Now, they also give me the sense that you are maybe the black sheep of the family or the wild one.
Are you the black sheep or the wild one of the family, Dan?
Yeah, you could probably say that, yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Slightly?
Mm-hmm. That's what 14 years of incarceration will do to a man, CJ.
Well, you know, that's what happens.
Hey, now.
The goat had it coming, didn't it, Dan?
You're damn right it did. Man love, baby.
Yeah.
All right.
There's also an issue with feeling like you're good enough.
She says that there's also an issue that you're having of not feeling good enough.
Not feeling good enough, of being insecure with
That you're
himself.
insecure with yourself, Dan.
Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Does that make sense?
He has a lot of pride, though. I don't know if he's going to admit that.
You have a lot of pride, though, Dan.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
But what they're acknowledging and what they want him to know is that they see him as a grown-up, as an adult, and they respect him.
They respect you, and they're seeing you as a grown-up and an adult.
Mm-hmm. They want him to respect himself
They just want you to respect yourself.
the same way.
And cut that damn hair.
They are saying it's time to grow up.
They're saying it's time to grow up.
Okay.
All right.
And again, to clean up that mess.
And clean up that mess that's going on in your life right now.
All right.
All right. Is there anything specific that you would like to ask CJ, and I can relay it? You can't ask her who's going to win the World Series.
Damn, I already know that.
If she won't tell me, she's not going to tell you.
And no lottery numbers.
Yeah.
That's an easy one, Dave. That's the Yankees. Come on.
Okay.
No, I can't think of a question for CJ.
Okay. All right, Dan. Well, thanks a lot for calling in tonight.
Thank you very much for having me, Dave,
I
Tim, and
appreciate
CJ.
it. Well, thank you very much, Dan. All right,
Great show.
CJ. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, CJ. Just to mention again for people tuning in, you're listening to the Darkness on the Edge of Town Paranormal Radio Show. Our guest this evening is CJ Sellers. She's a medium and a psychic here in the Twin Cities, but she does work with people all over the world. You can contact CJ by going directly to her website at cjmedium.com. Again, that's cjmedium.com. We'll be back with another reading and more with CJ right after this.
On the edge of your seat.
I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
I gotta pay.
Just don't get any on the floor. Hurry back. There's more to come from the darkness on the edge of town.
This is Dave Schrader from the Darkness on the Edge of Town radio show. Each week, we delve into the web of the unknown and deal with a lot of scary subjects. But nothing makes my blood run colder or scares me more than dealing with technology. That's why we turn to the experts when we wanted our website for the show set up and maintained. In the studio with me is Don Raleigh, owner of Evolve Systems. Don and his exceptional staff were easy to work with and made setting up our site a breeze. Don, what is it that sets you apart from other web developers?
Well, Dave, we make your business visions come to life by creating, maintaining, and hosting all of your internet needs. We do this by listening to our clients. We offer programs and price plans to fit any budget. And Dave, I mean any budget. Call us at 651-628-4000 and put us to work for you.
Call Don at Evolve Systems, 651-628-4000. I did, and I couldn't be happier with the results.
That's because we take the ugh out of technology, Dave. Call us today at 651-628-4000 or visit us on the web at www.evolve-systems.com, serving the entire United States. That's Evolve Systems, helping you to manage change. Cheers.
Jeff Rusterholtz with Edina Realty understands that the housing market is changing, and he's prepared to work with you to put together an aggressive plan to ready your home and help you sell quickly. It's Jeff's goal as your full-service real estate agent specializing in the Twin Cities to provide you with superior service at all times. His local expertise and extensive real estate experience will benefit you whether you're serious about buying or selling a home. By taking time to really listen to your needs and desires, Jeff Rusterholtz with Edina Realty will help you find the home of your dreams. And if you're selling a home, his real estate expertise and many effective marketing programs will give you the exposure and edge you need to sell your home quickly and for top dollar. Jeff prides himself on providing unparalleled service, and he looks forward to developing a long-term relationship with you. Visit him online at movewithjeff.com for more details, or call 651-690-8479 to get started on securing your future. That number again, 651-690-8479.
If you read Taps Paramag every month, you'll be able to tell the difference between the absurd
Could not go to work because Bigfoot stole my car.
and the creepy. Taps Paramag takes you where few would ever go on purpose. From exclusive interviews with the cast of The Ghost Hunters to the latest trends in technology, the field of the paranormal. To join our journey, order at tapsparamag.com.
Do you hear loud moans and banging on your walls? Next time, pay for the better hotel room.
Oh, no more Yankee, my wanky. The donga needs food.
Welcome back to the darkness on the edge of town with your hosts, Dave Schrader and Tim Dennis.
Good evening and welcome back to the show. Thank you for tuning in with us this evening. Our guest this evening is CJ Sellers. She's a medium and a psychic, and she's on hand to take your calls. CJ, let me ask you real quick now, or not even ask, I want to mention, I was really impressed. You know, I mean, we get the chance to know you. We love you. You hang around the station with us. You're helping us out with stuff that we do. You're going on these events. The thing that I really was impressed about when we did the live event, you know, I'm even skeptical, and you and I have had this conversation a ton of times. I'm skeptical of mediums and psychics. Mm-hmm. You're a friend of mine. I love you to death. And you know I'm even still skeptical about what you can do. Not so much because I don't believe in it. It's just because I have a hard time wrapping my own head around these abilities. Sure. What I was most blown away by was when we did the event in Rhode Island, I was there with all these Taps fans, and so many of the Taps fans, I say it like it's a disease. I was there with Taps fans.
And it rubbed off.
That's right. No, I don't mean it that way. But the Taps fans seem very bent against mediums and psychics, a lot of them. They want, realistic scientific proof. And when we offered to do readings, I was a little hesitant. I was afraid that maybe nobody would take you up on the readings. And I was surprised by the amount of people that did. And then once word of mouth spread on the readings, how quickly people wanted to get in and do this.
Oh, yeah.
It blew me away. But what really, really surprised me was there was a couple of let me try this again. Take 3. There was a couple of hard-nosed skeptics in the group. One of them was a good friend of ours, Pat Chris, known as Sparrow on the boards. And Pat and I have had these conversations in the past and, believe in mentalism and the way to fake a lot of these readings. And I hope I'm not talking out of turn here. If I am, Pat, call in and correct me. But she walked away a little teary after her reading and told me, yeah, Dave, she's good. And that she really enjoyed you. And there were some of the other skeptics that came up to me and said the same thing. So, I just want to let you know that I'm really appreciative of it, and so are the people that you had the chance to meet. So if you are going to go on the Colorado event trip with us for the first week in November, again, you can check that out by going to darknessradio.com/trips. We only had 40 spots open when we began tonight. I also want to mention real quickly, CJ is going to be at the Penn State Paranormal Conference, known as UnivCon 5. That's going to be taking place the first weekend in October. CJ Sellers will be there, as well as Chris Fleming from Dead Famous. A couple of guys from this TV show called Ghost Hunters. Jason and Grant will be there, as well as Keith and Carl, the demonic twins. Wait a minute. The demonic twins. Yes. Well, that's right either way, isn't it? They're demonology experts, and they're going to be on hand. Also, Ron Million from Taps, who does all of their equipment, will be there. I guess the people from Haunting Evidence are going to join. It's going to be a great opportunity to get out there and meet and greet. Rosemary Ellen Guiley, the author, will be there, but you'll get a chance to meet with CJ at that event. And if you go to our front page at darknessradio.com, scroll to the bottom of the page, there's a special link there for our listeners only, for Darkness Radio listeners. And if you click it, you can buy the special gold passes. I was given 5 more passes to give away on tonight's show. Not give away, but make available. So if you go on there, the gold passes allow you into the party to get a meet and greet with all of the celebrities that'll be at the event. So you want to get in there and order these. There's only 5 left available, and you have to do that with a special code that we have printed on our front page on the bottom of the screen. So make sure you check that out. CJ, let's get back into the readings here. We've got another lady with us, a sweetie, Dawn. Dawn, are you on the line?
Yes, I am.
Okay, Dawn, great. Your voice is coming through nice and strong. Could you hear her by any chance that time, CJ?
Real slightly.
Okay. Well, I'll again be here to translate for both of you. So, Dawn, this is CJ. CJ, this is Dawn. And go ahead and state your intent. Let's get rolling.
Hi, CJ.
Hi, Dawn.
I'm wanting to know about somebody that's passed over.
Okay. We're going to go ahead and invite that person to come through. And right away with you, I've got a female energy that wants to come through. I don't know if this is the person, but this is the first one that wants to come in.
Can you hear her okay at all, Dawn?
No, I can't hear
Okay,
her.
there's a female energy that's coming through first. She doesn't know if this is who you originally wanted, but this is who's coming through. And again, CJ, if I can get you to talk up for us real loud.
Okay, I will try to do that.
Thank you. And right now, she's just trying to connect, Dawn, so that's why there's silence. I can have Tim sing a little Copacabana for you if you'd like.
You go, Tim.
Yeah, that's the hard part, because I do have to get quiet to be able to hear.
Okay.
Now, they're bringing up something about, they're using the word shelter.
She's bringing up the word shelter.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense to you?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
She says, yes, that does make sense to her,
Okay.
CJ. Okay. Is that too personal to continue on with, Dawn?
Oh, no.
Okay. No, she said that's okay. You can continue if you want to flesh more of it out, CJ.
Okay. And I'm just going to ask quickly just what shelter means to her.
What does shelter mean to you?
Animal control shelter?
Animal control shelter?
Okay.
Okay. I was thinking, gimme shelter from the stones.
I know that one, too.
Yes.
Okay. Does the name Rob make sense to you?
Does the name Rob make sense to you?
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Who is Rob?
Who is Rob?
It's an ex-husband.
It's an ex-husband.
Okay.
That bastard, he owes you money, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Okay.
Now, you're remarried?
You're remarried, Dawn?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Second marriage?
Second marriage, Dawn?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
They like this one better.
They like this one better.
Okay. And what I have is this woman that I have with me has a very light energy, and I feel like this would be Mom's mom.
This feels like it's Mom's mom coming through. Does that make sense, Dawn?
Yes, it does.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
And I can't do the cute little accent, though.
Okay.
But she said, yes, it does.
She is very, very glad that you are here, Dawn, to get this reading.
Very, very glad that you're here to get this reading, Dawn.
I'm glad too.
She's glad, too.
And she's also been trying to come through in other ways.
She's been trying to come through in other ways.
Evidently by car.
Yes. Grandma's here in the RV.
You have a child?
You have a child? Had a child? What was that question, CJ?
I want to know if she had a child.
You had a child, as in...
I have.
Or you have a child, okay.
I had a child.
You had a child.
And this is a girl?
And, okay, so let me just get this straight because I've repeated it about 4 times. I don't want to confuse people. CJ asked if you had a child. You said yes, you had a child. And she wants to know if it's a female child that you had.
No, male.
No, it was a male child.
Okay. Well, she's bringing up a girl.
She's bringing up a girl.
Okay. Did someone around her recently have a baby girl?
Did somebody around you just recently have a baby girl?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
And they're bringing up about that baby, they're bringing up the hair. There's something about the hair.
They're bringing up something about the hair with that baby. Cut that damn hair. It's Dan's grandma getting in here again.
Hippie. Like, was it a girl or was it a monkey?
And how is that baby connected to her?
I'm sorry, what was that, Dawn?
I said, was it a girl or was it a monkey?
Yes, was it a girl or a monkey? How is that little girl connected to you, Dawn? And if you say you got her at the shelter, I'm going to be very upset.
No.
Okay, good.
No, very close friend.
A very close friend had it. Okay.
Now, is that person's mom living?
Is that person's mom living?
I do believe so.
Yes, she believes so.
Because I've got stuff that's going to be coming through for them, and I want to avoid that.
She has some stuff that she thinks is trying to come through for your friends, for your friend, and she's trying to avoid that because we want to focus on your reading, okay?
Okay.
Right.
So we'll just ask them to step aside, please. We have another party coming through.
Step aside.
But what I do need to do is just to ask her to let that friend know that something was trying to come through.
Just let your friend know that somebody was trying to come through.
Okay, I will.
If she needs help, she can call CJ Sellers. It's CJ Sellers Medium or CJMedium.com.
Now, here's the thing with you, Dawn, is there's something about all giving and not taking.
There's something with you, Dawn, about all giving and not taking.
That's what my mom says.
That's what her mom says.
And you need to work on that because you're getting burnt out.
Yeah, she said you're getting burnt out and you need to work on that.
Okay.
Yeah,
and that's why they brought up the shelter. Now, do you do work with the shelter?
Do you do a lot of work with the shelter?
Yes, I do.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
Do a lot of rescue.
And those animals
She does a lot of rescue.
Those animals are very grateful, and the work you're doing is wonderful.
The animals are very grateful and the work you're doing is wonderful. And there's one Pomeranian that has a wild crush on you.
Oh, my gosh.
That came through from me. Did I get it right?
Oh, yeah, there's a Pomeranian out there right now.
I'm totally psychic.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, now that I've lost my train of thought.
I'm sorry. Never joke with a psychic, man.
Okay. Now, is she also doing animal training?
Are you doing animal training, Dawn?
No, but I have a real close friend that is.
She has a real close friend that is.
Okay.
Now, you're just going to have to ask these spirits to stop trying to pass messages through to her friends.
Yeah,
This is all about Dawn tonight. She needs to take, not give.
Well, they're talking to me about they're talking about animal training, behavioral training.
Behavioral training, animal training. Well, she did say she's married. And isn't that a famous book about teaching your husband like a pet puppy or something?
Yeah, give him the right treat.
Yeah.
Well, the things they're talking about are just as useful with people as they are with animals.
Okay, she says that it is just as useful with people as it is with animals, the training.
It's rewarding yourself for the good work that you do.
And reward yourself for the good work that you do.
Oh, that's sweet.
Okay, and they're talking about you putting a value on yourself, putting a value on what you do.
She said you definitely need to start putting a value on yourself and on what you do. Okay?
Okay.
They also bring up of having a firm foundation from which to work from.
They said that you've got a firm foundation from which to work from. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes, it does. Okay.
And who connected to you smoked a pipe?
Who connected to you smoked a pipe?
My dad.
Her father.
Okay. Is he here or is he crossed?
Is he here or is he crossed?
No, he just crossed.
He just crossed, okay.
Okay. They're going to want to bring him through, too. I don't know if I have time to go into it, do I?
Sure, go ahead, sure.
Okay.
Yep, they're bringing, they want to bring him into this, Dawn, so we're going to let it go a little bit longer.
Okay.
Okay?
And he comes through as the man in your life.
He comes through as the man in your life.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He wants to say he's sorry for something.
He wants to say he's sorry for something.
Okay. So this either means he did something prior to his passing or failed to do something and he regrets it.
So it means he either did something prior to his passing or that, or I'm sorry, what was the other part, CJ?
Or he failed to do it.
Or he failed to do it and he's very sorry.
Oh.
Does this make sense?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
He also wants to give that message to Mom.
He also wants to give that message to Mom.
Yeah, because he just got back from Jerusalem, and he was coming out here to see me, and then he passed.
Okay, he had just come back from Jerusalem, and then on his way out to see you, he passed.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and he's saying he's sorry he didn't see you.
He's sorry that he did. Well, he is sorry that he didn't see you.
He has a lot to say.
He has a lot to say.
Now, were you married after his passing?
Were you married after his passing?
No. No.
No.
Okay.
She had to think about it.
Yeah.
No. No.
Well, there's something significant about the second marriage for him.
There's something significant about the second marriage for him. Does that make sense? Did he like your new husband or dislike him or owed him money or your husband owed him money?
I know he liked him in life.
Okay, liked him in life, okay.
Okay. There's also something significant about the month of May that he's bringing up.
Something about the month of May that he's bringing up? Something
His birthday.
significant? It's his birthday, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He refers to you as his girl.
He refers to you as his girl.
Aw.
Aw. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Aw.
I'm still his girl.
That's right.
Aw.
And I don't know why he's showing me a weather vane.
He's showing her a weather vane? Does that make sense?
A weather vane?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Now you have a sister also, yes?
You have a sister as well, Dawn?
Yes, I do.
Yes, she does.
Okay, he's acknowledging the sister.
Acknowledging the sister, okay. And I don't mean to cut this short for you, Dawn. We do have one last caller on the line. I know
that's fine, Dave.
I want to make it. Do you have any past or last messages you want to pass through here for right now, CJ?
Just that there's more for her.
There is more for you. So, CJ, can she contact you off the air here and get in touch with you about finishing up a reading?
Well, I'll see her in Penn State and Colorado.
Oh, she's going to see you at Penn State and Colorado, too. But I think this might be important for you to maybe get back to a little bit sooner.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah. All right.
And we'll take care of the rest of the reading from Darkness Radio. We'll take care of the payment for you on that, okay?
Okay. I love you guys.
All right. Love you, too, Donnie. Thanks for listening to us.
Bye.
All right, CJ, we've got about, what do we got left on the clock there, Timmy?
Just a little over 5 minutes.
We got a little over 5 minutes. We have one call left on the line, so we'll have to kind of make sure that we can link in and try to get a little reading here for Stephanie. Stephanie, are you on the line with us?
Hey, I'm here.
Okay, Stephanie, I'm sorry we're running a little long. We've got about 5 minutes left. Again, if you have an idea of who you'd like to connect with, and what you'd like him to do to validate. We just need you to kind of relax, clear your mind, write this down, and get the information, and I'll try to help pass the information on to you.
Alrighty.
Okay? And Stephanie, this is CJ. CJ, this is Stephanie.
It's good to finally hear your voice, CJ.
Yes, you too, sweetie.
Oh, wow. That really is very light. It's hard to hear you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry, our phone hybrid is not as good as it should be.
Yeah, you know, I was like, oh, I can hear fine until now that I'm actually connected.
That's right. All right, well, let's get CJ going for you so we don't lose too much of your time.
The one thing I need to know is if it is you that had the miscarriage.
Did you have a miscarriage?
No.
No.
Okay, because they're bringing that up first of all.
They're bringing that up first of all.
Nope, never even tried yet.
Okay, that's okay. And is there a G name connection to you, sweetie?
Do you have a G name connection to you?
G name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Should she say yes to that?
Does that make sense, Stephanie?
I can't think of a G, no.
Okay, we'll just jot it down for right now. All right, go on, CJ. She can't think of a G name right off the top.
Okay, and this is going to be connected to Mom, okay?
It's going to be connected to your mom somehow. Okay, well, you could just file that away for right now. And,
yeah, definitely. Well, my mom's family is pretty much lost, so...
They're all gone on the other side?
Yeah, on my mom's side, yes.
Okay.
Okay. They're also bringing up an A name.
They're bringing up an A name. Does that make sense to you?
Nope.
Okay.
Okay. There's also something about a door. It's like a door being jammed or really difficult to open.
They're bringing up like a door that's jammed or really difficult to open. Does this make sense?
Maybe symbolically, yes.
Okay.
Not technically, though.
Oh, sure. I could actually see that. I know Stephanie, so I know what I think she's thinking of.
You know a lot of my things.
You bet I do. That's what our friends are for.
That's right.
Do you get any more on that, CJ? Because I think I do know what you're referring to with that as well.
Okay, you might want to explain it to me. That'll help.
Okay, she's it's just a lot with her career. Is that correct, Stephanie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got about 3 minutes left, ladies.
Okay. I feel like you've been beaten up a lot, just emotionally.
She feels like you've really been emotionally beaten up a lot.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yep. I believe the term was, oh, hell yeah. Okay.
That's
especially since November.
You're very open, which leaves you real open to people picking on you.
Yeah, she says you're real open to people picking on you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pisces.
Well, the one thing they want to work on in the reading is to get that to stop and for her to learn how to protect herself.
You really need to learn how to stop that and start to protect yourself.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, she
I'm
does.
getting better at it, though.
Good.
I think. I feel like I am.
And I have a grandmother on her mother's side that's stepped in here.
You have your grandmother on your mother's side that's coming in here.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's interesting.
Okay.
She said, cut that damn hair. Oh, I'm sorry. That's still Dan's grandma. Okay, go on.
You're very much a little girl inside still.
You're very much a little girl inside still.
This is very true.
Very true.
And very vulnerable.
And very vulnerable.
Yep.
Yep. They want to help with
on
that.
They definitely want you to work on that.
And I am.
Okay. They also want you to work on your happiness, and that's inner happiness.
You got to really work on that inner happiness.
Yes.
And liking yourself.
And liking yourself.
And by the way, you're not stupid.
And you're not stupid.
So stop beating yourself up.
Stop beating yourself up, she's telling you.
I hear that.
She hears that.
The words they want me to give to you is yes, I can. Yes, I can. You've got to say
You got to
that.
just keep repeating to yourself, yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Okay.
You can do it. You can do it if you put your mind to it.
Oh, yeah, you know.
Right.
Now, have you been to Jamaica?
Have you been to Jamaica?
No.
No?
Should I go there?
Okay. There's some Jamaican connection.
There's a Jamaican connection. Hey, we can't talk about that on the radio.
It's Miss Cleo.
That's right, Mom.
That's probably not going to help me out with the job I'm looking forward to getting.
That's
Something
right.
about an
government job. They're not going to like hearing that.
Not what you guys are thinking.
Okay. It's something to do with the islands.
Well, hell, that would be very interesting.
There you go. Keep yourself open to it.
Yeah, you know.
Well, Stephanie, I'd like to be able to do more for you tonight. Maybe we can have you in on another one of the shows with one of the other mediums, or when CJ's back with us as well.
Oh, I love CJ.
We're climbing into the last bit of the show here. We can't thank you enough for calling in, Stephanie. Thank you very much for being a part of the show and opening up for this evening.
Dave, you know how much I love you.
Thank you very much.
Rock on,
All
and
right,
Tim, too.
All righty.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
I love ya.
Love you too, baby. Thanks a lot for calling in. All right, CJ, can't thank you enough for joining us this evening on The Last Minute. I really appreciate it.
Well, I want to thank you guys, too. You guys have been so good to me, and your listeners are wonderful.
Well, thank you very much, and they love you as well. And ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like a reading from CJ Sellers, she's very approachable. She's an empathetic woman, very beautiful, nice person to talk with, and she'll be a perfect person for you to get a reading from. You can look up her information on cjmedium.com. And CJ, is the special still in effect for the Darkness listeners?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Okay. $10 off if you give her a call and let her know that you'd like to get a reading. She'll give you a $10 off deal for being a fan of Darkness on the Edge of Town. I want to thank all of our guests this evening. Jeff Ballinger for joining us with the Nightmare Encyclopedia, Your Darkest Dreams Interpreted. I'd also like to thank CJ Sellers for stepping in at the last minute. We will be rescheduling Rosemary Ellen Guiley in the future. Make sure you tune in next week for our 4th of July weekend bash. We've got John Schuessler of MUFON, the Mutual UFO Network, will be on hand to discuss UFOs and the MUFON.